Hi, I'm Diane, your Kajabi strategist and mentor. Welcome to my series, 30 Days of Kajabi Tips, where I help you save time, reduce stress, and maximize your Kajabi platform. Hi, and welcome to day 14 of my 30 Days of Kajabi Tips. In today's video, we're going to have a look at our course and our instructor bio. So we're going to navigate to products, all products and courses. And in here, I've got a demo course. So we're just going to go and have a look at this. In our course, we have our outline, customize, offers, customer certificates and settings. Now we're going to navigate to customize. In this particular product and this video, we're going to be talking about the Premiere product. So this is a template that is used to visually give the visual display of how your course will look to someone who's logging into your course. So we're looking at the Premiere product. So we're just going to click on Customize. And up until quite some time ago, when you created a course, it would default in a instructor bio into your product sidebar. And then we have another page called a post. And our post is where our lessons are displayed. So our product is where, depending on our configuration, we see our main modules or categories. And then we have our post area, which is where our lessons themselves are displayed. So what would happen is we would set up our course, and we'd have an instructor bio that was on our product page, and then we would also have an instructor bio on our post page. And this would catch a lot of people out. They would see it and know to change it on their product page, but they wouldn't know to change it on their post page. So you'd spend hours looking for it. It felt like it was a little hidden away. So two places we need to change it. And what I have noticed in the later releases of Kajabi, I don't believe that it actually adds the instructor bio automatically anymore. So if you want to add your instructor bio, you can still follow these instructions. So it may be that you're already an established user and you've got the instructor bio already there, or potentially that you've got a new course that you've set up and now you want to add an instructor bio and you're not quite sure where to do it. So we'll get started with this. So what you want to do is, once you've come into your course, we are currently on the product. We can see that here. If we click on this drop down, we'll see a number of different pages that are available. So we're going to stay on our product for the time being. We're going to scroll on our left sidebar to the product sidebar. Okay, so what we see here is on our product sidebar, we see the instructor, and the information is displayed across on our right-hand side. So if we just click on instructor, we have the option to change the heading. If we might not want to call it instructor, we might want to call it teacher or mentor or coach, something else that is meaningful to you in your business. We can choose to show the profile picture or not. So we can switch that on. I'll come back to the link in instructor bio settings in a minute. So if you choose to have your image displayed, you can upload an image here. You can add your name, you can add your title, and then you've got your instructor bio information here. And there are a couple of other settings, so we can change an accent color override here as well. So then that changes this information here. Now, there is this additional setting here, which is called Link to Instructor Bio Settings. If you decide to turn this setting on, what it's going to do is going to take the details directly out of your site settings. So if we click the tick here, it says configure the default values in site settings, and it's adjusted the information that's being displayed here. So I'll just make a save to this. And I'm just going to open another window, which is my site settings. Now, there are some changes going on with Kajabi at the moment. So depending on what changes have been rolled out, you might see the settings in your bottom left corner, or you may see it up under your avatar as well. At the moment, I can see it here in my settings. So I'm just going to click on settings. And then I'm going to go to site details. And if we just scroll down, we come to a section called instructor. So this is where we can add some information here. So I've just added in my details here. I've added in an image, I've added in a title, a name, a title, and an instructor bio, and I saved my changes. And you'll see this text here that says, updating your instructor info will automatically change the instructor block on your linked product themes. So you can see here, this information then will come directly through to your product. So I'm just going to come back to our course and I'm just going to refresh this. And now what we see here is the information that was added into our site settings. So it says my name, it's got the coach, and then a little bit of a bio. So it's up to you. You can decide, do you want to take it directly from your site settings or do you want to add something? In some cases, the owner of the actual Kajabi site, you may be using different guest instructors, or you might have some different instructors that you work with or partner with on your programs. So if you don't want to take the information from your site settings, just remove this tick and then save your changes, and you'll pull through the information that you have in this area. So again, we need this in two places. So if we go and have a look at our post now, so we go to the post and we scroll on to the left sidebar and we see our post sidebar. So this is where our lesson itself will be displayed, and we see an instructor bio here. So if we say post sidebar, we have the instructor. And again, here the same information exists. So we're duplicating the information. So it's really important that if you update one, you must update the other unless you are using that link to instructor bio settings. Update the information in here again and press save. Okay. So after you've saved your changes, then the information will be okay. No, let's just. Okay, so how can you add it if the instructor wasn't there in the first place? If you don't have the instructor already in your course, how can you add it? So you simply come into the sidebar. So whether you're in your product or your post, you do the same. You'd say navigate to the sidebar that you're interested in and say add content, and then you have the option to click instructor, and you can add the information here and click save, and then you'll have another block on your page for instructor. And this might be also useful if you have more than one instructor on any of your courses. So again, jump into your course, have a look what's set up, check whether you have it on your post as well as your product, that all the information is correct. And if you choose, you can then decide to just link it straight to your site settings. So just make sure that you maintain your site settings as well. Thanks for watching 30 Days of Kajabi Tips. Remember to like, comment and subscribe for more tips to help you save time, reduce stress and maximize your Kajabi platform.